Yeah.
Because I knew everybody was talking.
Yeah.
The thing is, y'all are going to get out of here and see the footage and realize what a mistake y'all are making. I'm the most honest Shelly and I in here.
Well, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day,
if I had to go, I have to go.
At the end of the day,
it sucks to leave with not even a fighting chance.
Well, at the end of the day, it's George's decision. It's not ours. You know what I mean?
Right, well, unless people are just to get out of having to discuss it or whatever, I've been kind of led to believe that a lot of it was coming from a certain person. And I just don't know why.
Oh, you're saying coming from Rachel? Well, people can put blame wherever they want. So if people aren't willing to own up to what they're thinking in their head, that's fine. But no, it's definitely not just coming from Rachel. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, it's just that.
I mean, did y'all mean the deal when y'all said it and something happened in the course that changed your minds? Or did y'all never?
No, we meant it, but we also knew what was going on behind the scenes. So everybody talks.
What you thought was going on?
No, we know what's going on. It's not if or maybe. It's exactly.
Because I'm not a liar, and I even went to Jeff and Jordan a week ago, prior to her even getting HOH, and said to them, "Hey, just want y'all to know." In fact, it was when Keith went out.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what Keith was going around saying, and I was starting to hear, this and that was put in my mouth, and so I said, you know what? I don't want them hearing from someone else. I want to go to them directly. Yeah. And I said to them, hey, I just want y'all to know those first few days was I, telling other newbies that, somebody had to have the balls at some point to put up a power couple. Absolutely, those words came out of my mouth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's...
But at that point, it was the game, and it was an obvious thing that was discussed amongst all of us, and everybody was saying that. And so for me to take the brunt of it from a group of 8, that's on them. But
yeah.
But like I said, when,
Well, I mean, that's how you got to look at it from our perspective. It's not personal. Has nothing to do with that. It's just pure gameplay. So, I mean, obviously we know that. I mean, we know anybody would have put us up. I mean, a heartbeat. It's not that.
Right, but once I made that deal with y'all, I can tell you 100% I would not have put y'all up.
Well, I mean, not gonna lie, we didn't entirely trust you. So, and I think that our reasoning was warranted. I think that we heard from several people you gotta understand, we're smart enough to be able to filter through information here and know what's what. But collectively, when you take the average of points of view around the house that are being thrown around, they tend to be accurate.
I think I was the obvious scapegoat because I'm friends with everybody. I think people use my relationship with Dom, our friendship, as, barter. Well, look at the two of them, which is absolute bullshit. We're friends because I enjoy his company and he keeps me sane in this place.
But you also benefit from him doing stuff and you sitting back and kind of taking the back seat to it. It's not rocket science.
I don't feel like being friends with him benefited me in any way in this house.
Well, you may feel that way, but I mean, pretty sure that's not that way. So.
All right. Well, I mean,
you're not gone. So, I always tell people you're not gone until you walk out that door.
I just wanted to. I'm not a liar.
Yeah.
And so I wanted the opportunity to broach you on that, and I've accepted it, and I'm going Thursday, but.
Okay. Well, no, I appreciate you telling me that.
And I can't wait until y'all go back and watch the footage. And maybe at some point down the road I'll get an apology and that'll be enough.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, if I go back and hear your DR sessions and you say that you had no intention and you were going to adhere to your deal and that you were 100% going to do what you said you were going to do, then you'll hear an apology come out of my mouth.
Sounds
100%.
Good. Absolutely.
So, but I'll tell you right now that this is Big Brother, and if you think people aren't going to lie, when people
I absolutely don't, but I didn't assume that it was going to happen this early on.
I mean, I had a guy tell me last year that his wife was had cancer.
I understand that.
So.
I understand that.
So you also got to remember that we're.
But you can imagine how frustrating it would be for somebody, like you said, in DR, that was truthful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%.
That.
So, but like I said, this week's not over. So, everybody has a chance to campaign. Everybody has a chance to fight for their life to get off that block.
I'm not going to campaign against her. I won't do it. I can at least leave with my integrity. I will not campaign against Shelley.
Okay. Well, that's admirable. So, you know, like I said, and who knows? I don't know how everybody else feels in the house. And like you said, we're different, you know. But I will say that if Rachel has absorbed the entire blame for you being up on the block, then that's not appropriate either, because that's not true.
Okay.
And maybe she's the only one who's got the balls and the goal to actually say what everyone else is thinking. So.
Well, I mean, can we have just a minute, Clea?
Oh, that's all right.
So I know it's a bad place to have a talk.
I'm just trying to spell that out there.
That was Portia moaning last night.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
It was just, and believe it or not, my intentions of calling her in the room were honestly purely because I wanted to have a discussion like this, an honest adult conversation.
Well, I can also tell you, with the whole
it
thing,
wasn't to name call anything.
The whole thing initially that began this, especially with Portia. Obviously, I know you didn't like her.
But Portia and I have talked one-on-one, and I was honest with her, and I said, "This is why I feel this way about you."
No, I'm just telling you.
Personal. And her and I were good. So
well, I'll explain to you what Rachel's mentality is. When she walked in that room and you were saying, we all hate Portia.
I didn't say that. And again, you'll see the footage. I swear, Bible on my father, those words did not come out of my mouth. That was not said in that room that day. You can ask any one of these other people, and if they say it was, then pull them in front of us and ask them. Because they've all said to me, no, you didn't say that.
Disliking Portia?
Absolutely not. I can tell you verbatim how that conversation went.
Well, you got to remember at the end of the day, I'm going to believe Rachel over anyone else in this house. So.
Well, again, this is not
if she's lying to me to make you look bad, and
this is just me. I want to leave with the air. I'm not saying she's lying. I genuinely believe, looking at her face, that she believes that was said, but she's mistaken. Okay. Purely and simple.
Well, either way, it reminded her last year, and I understand where she's coming from, of the witch hunt that we endured, and they were like that to her.
Y'all have seen me. I've never been ugly to Portia.
Yeah, I mean, but
I was honest with her. I said, I just don't trust you because day one in the house, you ran and stuck to Rachel like glue and didn't talk to anyone else. Yeah. Not new versus old, none of that bullshit, but just as people,
and that's fine.
You didn't make an effort to get to know anyone else.
I think for her, and then if she misinterpreted it when she heard the we, that's a mentality, and that's you trying to rally everybody against one person. And
that's the crazy thing is that wasn't said. She walked in, she was like, "Hey, how's everybody doing?" And we were all kind of sitting around because we had just gotten done having a conversation amongst all of us, like, okay, 2 people in here lied. Who was it? Is anybody going to fess up? And of course, nobody did. Everybody said, no, I voted to keep Keith. I voted to keep Keith. And so we're all sitting there and we're like, with our hands in our, faces in our hands. And she came in right at that point and said that, and everybody was just kind of like, yeah, we're okay, kind of bummed or whatever. And Kalia said, we're just upset because 2 of our own lied. And then Rachel was like, oh, so we're still playing sides? And so me, being the person that I am, felt like I needed to take up for everyone because nobody was speaking. Yeah. And so I opened my mouth and I said, no, it has nothing to do with sides. It's purely that 2 people lied, plain and simple, to our face. It has nothing to do with this side, that side, boy, girl, whatever. Just that a couple people lied. Yeah. And I said, it's disappointing or whatever. Yeah. And that was it. And then she looked at me and she, directly at me, zoned in on me and was like, well, I like Portia, some of you don't, but I do like Portia, and now she's got a golden key, so she's sticking around for a while, so get used to it. And then stormed out of the room, and I was like, whoa, well, why did that just happen? Yeah. Why did she take what I said and infer something different? Yeah. If Portia was more beneficial for me to stay here, then our little, I wouldn't even call that a difference because it's not. Mm-hmm. I was totally honest with her. I don't leave a room because she walks in. I don't see her and go like, ugh, Portia. It's nothing like that at all. Like, I have no ill feelings towards the girl.
Yeah.
And any way that has been felt, like, her and I went one-on-one and talked about. And for me as an adult, it was squashed. Like, I thought that was it.
Yeah.
And so after that happened, I'm just sitting there like, wow. And so I came right in here, and I went up to Rachel, and I said, right here, I think you might have been in the kitchen at the time. And I said, did I say something back there to, offend you in some way? And she said, and then made that comment. And I looked at her right then, and I said, Rachel, that's not what was said.
Yeah.
Those words did not come out of my mouth. I didn't just say that. While it's fresh in your mind, ask people, because I didn't say that. So, anyhow, again, it's all recorded.
Yeah, like I said, if we go back and indeed, you 100% will have an apology out of my mouth. So, I mean, obviously, at that point, you're going to feel like it's too little, too late. But, yeah, I mean, I can only go off of what I see, what I hear in this game. And obviously, I know there's a lot that he can't believe. I know there's a lot I can believe. And if people are all going to throw you under the bus, I mean, I can tell that, too. I know what's people trying to save themselves in this game, but I also know what's real. And at the end of the day, you said 2 people flipped on you guys. Well, I'll tell you right now that there was
those weren't even my words. 2 people lied.
well,
purely.
Okay. Well, either way, there's a lot of people telling us what's going on behind the scenes. We know what's going on behind the scenes. We know everything you guys are saying. We all know the
I
conversations
know what
you
you're
guys
being
are having.
told, and I'm pretty sure I know a couple of sources that it's coming from that are absolutely trying to jump.
Don't know who the 2 sources
started off
are.
that way.
You guys have no idea. You have no idea who the sources are.
Okay, I have my suspicions.
Well, you can have your suspicions, that's fine. But 100%, I actually trust the people that I talk to. So, and I'm not stupid. Like, Cassi,
I'm not calling you stupid.
No, I know,
I'm
but I'm
not,
saying,
like,
I'm saying, I think
again,
you're,
this is what happened with her. I'm not trying to go
I think you're a
cat
good game
with you.
player, but I also think that you maybe put your trust in the wrong people. And so when you're showing your cards to those people,
I'm gonna fill up that
you're
cup when
showing
that's
everybody
done.
else.
No
can
cards.
stop it.
All I've done thus
Would you want
far
those?
was
What?
campaign
Because
to
this
keep
is a
Keith
special
because
thing.
I was
Push it,
afraid
go.
that if she ever got HOH, like I had heard her,
Yeah.
that she had
I didn't
said,
know that.
Mm-hmm.
is that she
That's
would
great.
put me up.
Thank you.
And
Well, I know,
so,
but,
of course, the
not
choice was
putting us up-
obvious for
not-
me.
Not saying you're not going to put us
Thank
up
you.
and not winning HOH is great. But if you're telling other people to put us up and encouraging them to put us up, for me, that's the same thing.
Okay,
And
fair
sometimes
enough.
those players are
and
much
like
more
I said,
dangerous.
I told the 2 of them way previously that those words came out of my mouth, as they did everyone
Yeah.
else's in a group conversation.
Well, you know what? And that's what I'm saying. If that,
So I am absolutely taking the brunt, but fair enough. Like, I can do that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, on my way out, just sow any oats in
yeah,
here.
yeah, for sure. Well, like I said, if I watch the tapes and indeed I am wrong in what I say, finale night rolls around, you 100% will get an apology from me. I'm not one to hold on to things in this game, and I'm one to definitely admit that we all make mistakes. And I'm not always going to make the best decisions. I'm not always going to think what I think is accurate and be 100% confident in it because I don't know in this game.
Right, I know.
You can only go off of the averages of what you hear sometimes. And again, it's like you put your trust in people here. You have to. If people say they don't trust anyone, it's true to an extent, but at some point you have to trust somebody.
And the crazy thing is, the deal that I made with you and the other 3, Shelly and I never spoke of it to anyone.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone that y'all talked to has come back when you're not around and told everyone the deal that you offered them.
The 1 week deal.
You know, which is ironic that I'm up for lying.
The 1 week deal where we said, if we don't put you up this week or put you up at backdoor you don't put us up next week. That's not a deal. That's Big Brother.
Please don't be condescending to me. I'm not.
No, well, I'm just explaining to you. I mean, maybe you don't understand it.
I'm just
It's a
expressing my
1 week
feelings
thing.
to you is all.
It's a 1 week thing. So if you're calling me a liar or saying,
I'm not calling you a liar at all. That didn't come out of my mouth.
I'll tell
I'm
you
not
exactly
calling you a
what I said.
liar at all.
If you want me to drop some pictures or, because I can, if that helps. I don't understand.
Are we not all adults in here? Why are you coming at me this way?
Cassi,
I'm honestly talking to you.
Yeah, but when somebody says
No, I don't need
honestly,
you to draw pictures. I'm not a dumbass.
Uses honestly multiple times, you're lying to my face, and I know you're lying. So when
Okay.
you start swearing on family, start swearing on things, it hurts me because I have family members who would never swear on their life. It's
Oh,
no respect for you when you do that shit.
all right. Fair enough, Brendon.
Yeah. Because your family's going to watch that.
Absolutely,
hopefully
and
they
I've
feel
said
okay with
nothing
that.
or done nothing in
Hopefully
here
they
that I'm
feel okay with
ashamed
that.
of.